just make sure it ends in obedience. Nag-question siya just because she wants to obey God. That is why she questioned. Marami po mga Kristiyano ngayon, they question God because they want to get out of God's plan. Right? But Mary questioned God because she wants to obey. She questioned God because she wants to end up in obedience. Maraming mga Kristiyano ang nagtatanong sa Panginoon because they want to get out of God's plan. Ginagawa kong alibay na mag-disobey sa Panginoon. But for Mary, she questioned God because she wants to obey. She wants to be sure that she is following the will of God in her life. Sabi po ni Oswald Chambers, when we are rightly related to God, life is full of spontaneous, joyful uncertainty and expectancy. Ibig sabihin, when you are right with God, life is full of spontaneous. Itong spontaneous, hindi mo pinipilit yung sitwasyon, but they come to you. You have a joyful uncertainty and expectancy that God is going to do something good, even though you do not understand your situation, you do not understand what is happening, but you know that God is going to work out things for your good. Ito po yung character ni Mary. Hindi niya na naiintindihan ang nangyayari, pero alam niya, it is for her good. That is why, nag-question po siya dahil gusto niya mag-obey sa Panginoon. That is the character, that is the attitude that God is finding in each one of us. Yes, we can question God because we want to obey. What is Mary's response? Lahat po, basahin natin, ready, go. I am the Lord's servant. Mary answered, may your word to me be fulfilled. Then the angel left her. So ano po yung response ni Mary? Mary declared that she was the Lord's servant. Sabi ni Mary, here I am, ready to obey. Kahit na hindi ko naiintindihan, I am willing to obey. Kaya niya sinabi, I am your servant. Mary surrendered herself and accepted her role in God's plan. Wow! Siya po yung tao na willing to surrender herself and to accept whatever is her role in God's plan. Kahit po mahirap. Imagine, 16, 17 years old, taking the responsibility of becoming the mother of the Lord Jesus Christ, the mother of the Messiah. Hindi po madaling responsibilidad yan. But Mary said, here I am. Hindi ko naiintindihan, but I am willing to obey. I am willing to accept my part in your plan. One more thing that we appreciate with Mary, Mary chose to please God regardless of the consequences. She chose to please God regardless of the consequences. Ano po yung mga possible consequences sa kanyang pag-obey sa Panginoon? She could be labeled immoral. Delikado po yung sitwasyon ni Mary. Kasi pag nanganak siya na hindi siya nakasal kay Joseph, she could be labeled immoral. At ano ang nangyayari sa mga taong sa mga babaeng ganon in the Jewish culture? According to the law of Moses, ang babaeng ganito, anong ginagawa nila? Binabato hanggang mamatay. So, she could be facing potential death because of that. But she chose to please God regardless of the circumstances. Isa pong potential na pwedeng mangyari is public humiliation. Yun pong mga naka na walang ama, that is a public humiliation, di ba? And she was not yet wedded to Joseph. Broken engagement. Okay? Rejection by family. Death and others. Yun po yung mga possible consequences na hinaharap ni Mary. But she chose to obey. She chose to submit. When God chooses you, make the choice to obey despite the consequences. Are we willing to obey despite the consequences? Ang pagsunod po natin sa Panginoon, there are consequences, but are we willing to pay the price to follow the will of God in our lives? That's why Mary was called blessed, because she chose to follow God despite the consequences. Marami sa inyo dito, binayaran niyo yung consequences. But I salute you because you are doing God's will. You are doing God's will. Secondly, ang isang pipiliin ng Panginoon, just like Mary, we have to deal with interruptions. And secondly, we have also to deal with heartaches. Maraming nakaread ngayon. In love. In love daw nakaread. Yung mga naka-yellow. Mga naka-black. Hindi. May color coding nata yun. So, processing heartaches. She was chosen to be the mother of the Messiah. She was able to respond well to the interruptions of her life. But now, how will she respond to the heartaches of life? How will she respond to the broken-heartedness that she will go through? Alright, tignan po natin si Mary. The Holy Spirit promised Simeon that he would live to see the Messiah. Meron pong isang matandang lalaki sa Jerusalem na naghihintay sa ipapanganak na Mesiyas. And the Holy Spirit said to Simeon, you will not die until you will see the Messiah face to face. Kaya po, nandun siya sa temple, naghihintay siya doon. Okay? Ganun pala ang Panginoon, ano? Sinasabi ng Panginoon, hindi ka mamamatay hanggang hindi mo natatapos ang misyon mo dito sa mundo. So, hindi kayo pa mamamatay hanggang hindi natapos yung mission nyo. So, nung nakita ni Simeon si Jesus as a baby, he was so happy. Sabi niya, now I am ready to die. Sabi ni Simeon. Pero bago namatay si Simeon, he gave a prophecy to what would be the life of Jesus and what would Mary will go through. Ano ba ang hinahanap ni Mary in looking after his son Jesus Christ? Simeon recognized that this baby was the Messiah for all nations, both Jews and the Gentiles. So siya po yung nagsabi, verse 27 said, he was moved by the Spirit and he declared that this son of Mary will become the Savior. He will become the Messiah for the Jews and the Gentiles. Pero ito po yung parang nakikita na ni Simeon sa hinaharap. Tingnan po natin. Simeon blessed Mary, but warned that Mary's blessing would bring great personal pain. Sinabi po, by the leading of the Spirit, sinabi ni Simeon kay Mary, you are blessed, Mary. But I want to tell you something. A sword will pierce your own heart. Grabe yan, A sword will pierce your heart. Ikaw na ina, a sword will pierce your heart. So, Mary, of course, siguro tinago ni Mary yung statement na yun sa kanyang puso. Ano kaya? Ano kaya itong sinabi ni Simeon na mangyayari sa hinaharap? That a sword will pierce my heart. Okay? Sabi ni, may isang writer na nagsabi, Sarah Tibar, sabi niya, love will cost you dearly. It will break your heart, But in the end, it will save the world. Sino sa inyo ang dumaraan ngayon sa broken-heartedness? Sino sa inyo dito ang na-broken-hearted? You are going through the healing process. Sino gusto mag-broken heart? Ayaw natin, ano? But Mary was Simeon prophesied, ikaw, Mary, sabi niya, you will go through a broken heart. You will go through pain. Okay? Mary's heart was pierced multiple times during the earthly life of Jesus. Tignan natin ang mother's heart ni Mary. Okay? Tignan natin yung mother's heart ni Mary. And her heart was broken many times. As she watched Jesus from infancy to become the Messiah that the world was waiting for. Siya yung nakakita sa nung ipinanganak niya si Jesus from infancy until he became a man. Nakita niya lahat yung pinagdaanan ng kanyang anak. And of many times, her heart was broken. Mary experienced a broken heart trying to protect her son from Herod. This coming December, siguro ipoportray niyo si Herod, who was trying to kill Jesus. In Matthew chapter 2, Joseph was instructed by an angel to take the child and his mother and escape to Egypt and stay there until Herod will die. Now, as a mother, ano ang feeling mo? Bagong silang pa lang ang anak mo, public enemy number 1 na. Di ba masakit yon bilang ina? Kapapanganak mo pa lang, yung anak mo, wanted na, hinahanding na. That is painful to a mother. But she has to go through that. She has to go through that. Secondly, she experienced pain in losing her son in the temple. Marami siguro nakaranas dito, no? Sino sa inyo ang nawala ang mga anak niyo sa supermarket, sa market? And do you know the feeling? I experienced that kasi yung bunso namin nawala ng 30 minutes doon sa amin sa La Trinidad. We left her playing on the outside of our apartment. Ibiglang nawala. Hindi namin alam kung saan pumunta yung bunso namin. Nag-iisa pang lalaki. And we were panicking. For 30 minutes, hindi namin mahanapan. Okay? So I know the feeling of losing somebody temporarily. And si Mary, she experienced that. They were finding Jesus for a day, and they were not able to find her. So, kayong mga mother, alam niyo siguro yan, ang feeling yan. So, she experienced that. Another thing, she also experienced releasing control of her son at the wedding. Okay? Sa wedding sa Cana, Mary, for the first time, was called woman by the Lord Jesus Christ. Babae, sabi ni Jesus sa kanyang ina, woman, why do you involve me? My hour has not yet come. Imagine, yung anak mo sasabihin sa'yo, hoy, babae. Anong feeling doon? But please do not misinterpret itong verse nito. Dahil po, mayroong interpretation ito. This is not disrespect to his earthly mother. Hindi po, pagkabastos ito. No. According to scholars, sa mga time na yon, when Jesus said to his mom, Mary, woman, why do you involve me in this? Ang ibig sabihin ng address niya na woman, sinasabi ni Jesus sa kanyang ina, from here on, I am now independent. Okay? From here on, I am now independent. Huwag mo na akong diktahan, mama. Independent na ako. You can